Well, 'tis a season of giving, but before you do, you'll want to make sure that your charitable dollars are actually going to people who are in need.
Exactly. As KSL investigator Matt Gebhardt found, one of the signs that you're dealing with a legitimate organization doesn't actually mean much at all. Matt?
Yeah, that's right. Mike Deeney, good evening. You know, it looks and sounds like a charity and even has one of those official .org websites. But where is your money really going, you ask? KSL investigates.
Who's ready for Christmas?
KSL's Quarters for Christmas program helps needy families, raising money to buy coats and shoes.
We would like to present you a check for $198,000.
Wow, thank you.
The money raised goes to a handful of charities that you've probably heard of: the Salt Lake Education Foundation, the Crossroads Urban Center, Catholic Community Services, and the Road Home. Each legitimate charities, and do you notice anything in common with each of their websites? That's right, they all end with a .org. Truncated from organization, .org was originally intended for nonprofit entities so that we could know we were dealing with a group that had gone through the steps of filing as a charitable organization.
If I'm doing business with a .org, is it guaranteed that I'm dealing with a nonprofit organization?
It's not guaranteed, no.
Alex Hammerstone with TrustedSec says having a .org domain can build instant credibility for a website, but it shouldn't.
Really, anybody can kind of go out and start their own foundation. You know, we could start our own, little club that's a nonprofit or whatever else it is.
So just who can get a .org? Well, let's see. I went to a website that helps novices like me publish websites. After answering a couple questions, I was asked, what is the nature of my website? I selected nonprofit. And with that click, it built a very charitable-looking website.
Look at this, it wrote my mission statement for me. We focus on making the maximum positive effort for our community.
And look at this, it even included automatically a donate button linked directly to my PayPal account.
Donate, so it'll literally send to my email address.
The URL of my website, mattgebhardt.org. And while I like to think of myself as a charitable person, I can assure you I am in no way a charity.
And the reality is, when you get online, you can't always tell right away, is this legitimate?
Daniel O'Bannon runs Utah's Division of Consumer Protection, where they encourage people to give, but give wisely.
For every effort there is to do something good, there's also scammers who try and take advantage of that same sentiment to line their own pockets.
So, how do you know if you're giving to a legitimate charity? Well, GuideStar.org, yes, .org, is a place where you can check if a charity is registered as a federal 501c3. And here in Utah, by law, anybody raising money must be registered with the state, which has the authority to audit charities and vary how much of the money raised actually goes to the cause.
And that makes it so that people can see on the internet that you are a registered charity. When you solicit for funds, they can go see, hey, this is a charity that's registered with the state. I know where to find them. I know how to learn more about them. I'm more comfortable donating.
$27,000 to Catholic Community Services.
Just for good measure, we checked with the state, and every single one of the charities helped by the KSL Quarters for Christmas program is indeed registered, unlike mattgebhardt.org. And you know, there are other domains that have much stricter rules. I tried to register mattgebhardt.gov, but I'm not a government agency. It wouldn't let me. I tried to register mattgebhardt.edu, but you got to be an educational institution for that. But as you just saw, .org doesn't necessarily mean it's a charity. Back to you.
Well, then I won't be bringing you a big check, Matt. Don't even think it. Thank you for clarifying.
Bring me a big check. Oh, come on. No, bring it.
Yep. Thanks, Matt. We have a very reliable charity, though, that you can donate to. It's KSL's Quarters for Christmas. As we mentioned, 100% of the money raised goes to provide kids with shoes, clothes, and coats. You can donate online at ksl.com/quarters or at any Deseret Book location.